Titanium Toss Tarot, and today I will be doing a reading for Gemini, okay? So this is for any placements of Gemini you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. See if you are a crosswasher. I welcome you with open arms. Heaven knows I was a crosswasher for many of you myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I use Star Spinner Tarot. I'll also mention when it's important for you to use your own intuition, and with that, let's get started. My gorgeous Geminis. So, let me just clear my board. So, these angels and guides, anyone for the highest good, who has a message for my Geminis? Please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week, please. Angels and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got the Six of Wands, publicly recognized success. With the Judgment card, the Empress, the Devil, 3 back-to-back majors. That's pretty cool. Okay, Devil, 7 of Coins, Temperance, 4th major, the Star, Aquarius, 5th major, the 5 of Coins in the reverse, the Lovers, 6th major. Well, one of the Lovers cards, there are 4 in this deck. In this card, we see two females together. Then you have the Death card. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 majors. Ooh wee. 4 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Wands. 10 of Swords. No, 9 of Swords. Excuse me. And the High Priestess, which makes it 8 majors, and the 9 of Chalices, 9 of Cups. Okay, my gorgeous Geminis. Interesting reading. So we start off with a publicly recognized success, something that, now I don't know how big your the public that you that recognizes your success is. It could be your family, it could be your friends, it could be your coworkers, or it could be your town, your city, your town, village, town, city, or your province, or your state, or, well, state and province are the same thing, or your country, or your continent, or the world. I have no idea how big this population is, but whatever it is, they will know that it came after a judgment call from someone of high standard, is what I'm getting. I mean, this person who's sounding the alarm or sounding their decision is an angel. So, I mean, this is pretty high stuff, if you know what I mean. High caliber. Then you have the Empress. Now, the Empress is Libra and Tauran energy. It basically talks of being fertile with something, having, like, it could be ideas, it could be children, it could be, like, like children, fruit, whatever, okay? This could be talking about plants, seeing as my eyes going to the Lovers, which has an apple tree in it, but there's something that's fertile. She's holding I think she's holding wheat, I might be wrong, but like a stalk of wheat. I'm not sure if that terminology is correct, but whatever it is, she's holding like a grain, right? Something that is transformed into a grain or cereal, which means sustenance, which indicates some longevity, right? Now, on top of that, after that, you have the Devil card, which is Capricorn energy, which talks of obsession. I mean, it does talk of like negative things, but it also does talk of an obsession, being obsessed with something, and having the Seven of Coins following that. This is just indicating that it is just a question of time. You have planted your seeds, they are coming to fruition, and so you don't necessarily see it germinating, but you do. But I mean, there is a germination process, and so you might be obsessed with what you've done, as in what the seeds that you planted and how they are germinating. On this card, we see geese, 7 geese, but it would indicate like 7 pentacles, or no, that's not true. It would indicate like 7 geese which are hatching eggs and who are, or they are lying on their eggs, heating them up for them to, giving them the specific conditions for their ducklings or their babies to hatch. I don't know what the specific term for a baby swan is, but the thing that's coming to mind is ugly duckling, but ducklings aren't the same as swan. Swan babies are different. I don't know if that makes sense. So maybe some confusion, second guessing because of how long it's taking. So much so that you are becoming a part of the scenery. Notice how this girl has like a quilt on her lap. Now this quilt might be her becoming a part of the mountain, or this might be grass growing on top of her quilt. I have no clue, right? But it's just saying it's taking longer than expected, is all I'm saying. Now, a way to be able to get out of this is to temper ideas together, temper perceptions together, temper things together to make a better outcome out of it, right? That's the Temperance card. Temperance is Sagittarian energy, and it talks of mixing two things together to make something better out of it. Okay. Then you have the Star card, which is Aquarian energy. Now, this card would indicate hope, promise for the future. Looking forward to something that hasn't happened yet, you know, and being excited for that. Think of, like, when I think of an Aquarian, I think of Tom Hiddleston. Now that would be, in my definition, I wouldn't be surprised if his rising sign, which means the personality he shows others, would also be an Aquarian, because he's very upbeat, he's very positive, he's very like optimistic. So maybe, I don't know, I haven't read his chart, so I would not be able to say. So now, because of all that optimism, right, you also have the Five of Pentacles, yes, the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So this means, at least for this week, you are not feeling like you need to be under someone's protection. Because on this card, as you see, this queen, or this queen type personality, has someone under her cloak. She's sheltering someone, a little child, who is kind of feeling down in the dumps. It's like, I don't want this. You know? So it's all, you are currently concentrating on all that for which you are appreciative for, right? With the card. Now the next card is the Lovers. Now, as I said, on this card, on this particular card, you see two ladies, right? And I was actually intrigued. I was trying to see if all of them have their eyes closed, but they do. But these ones are happy, they're content, while the other ones, the facial expression on their face is more like introspection, thinking about things and whatnot. But these ones, they're happy, they're content, they're blissful, they are more than happy than the choices they've made and the decision that they've decided to follow through on. Right? Now the next card, okay, so the Lovers is Gemini energy, is what I'm trying to say. Next card is Death. The Death card, which is Scorpionic energy, which indicates that something is coming to an end and something else is transforming. There's a definite death and rebirth cycle happening at this point in yourself or in someone else. But whatever it is, okay, someone is not happy with this change. They are less than stellar, right? Now this is the Four of Coins, and the Four of Coins indicates that this lady already has 3 coins, but she is wondering, hoping, wishing, and being all excited for this 4th one that is far off in the distance and in the sky, right? Instead of concentrating on the 3 she already has, she's concentrating on the 1 that she does not have. And if she continues to feel that way about that 4th pentacle, then the means to obtain the 4th pentacle will seem like drudgery, will seem like an uphill battle, will seem like too much work for not enough pay, right? Too much to do and not enough time to do it in, is what I'm getting. Look at her face. She's like, man, do I have to? I don't want to water these things anymore. They're too tall. I can't reach the fruit, which would be the stars right at the top. In any case. And wondering how she can reach those stars at the top will cause her a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of worry, and doubt, which is what the 9 of Swords is. Worry, doubt, and fear. That is in your mind, right? All the things you'd like to stay away from in order to attract what it is you actually want into your reality. Now the next card being the High Priestess, which talks of being in tune with your intuition, being on point with it, would indicate that something is going to shift within this person's reality that will put them on course where they will be able to directly go towards their 10 of Chalices, which is the 10 of Cups, their emotional fulfillment, or should I say 9 of Chalices. 9 of Chalices, emotional fulfillment, feeling well, not really needing much. In regards to what it is they want to create at this point in their life. So, my gorgeous Gemmies, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous and lovely Gemmies, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye! Hello, and welcome to Titanium Talk Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Libra, okay? This is for any placements of Libra you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms because I know that I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I use Star Spinner Tarot. I'll also be mentioning when it is important for you to use your own intuition, and with that, let's get started, my gorgeous and fellow Libras. I'm a Libra sun myself, so please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what we should expect for the coming week. These angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Libras, come forward and share what we should expect for the coming week. And we got the Ten of Chalices. Ooh. Complete emotional fulfillment. I love it. Judgment. The Nine of Chalices, the Tower. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. The good. Okay. The Eight of Swords, the High Priestess. High Priestess would be Piscean energy. Yep. Then you have the Knight of Wands, fire sign. Two of Pentacles, earth sign. Ten of Wands, fire sign. Excuse me. Five of Chalices, water sign. The Queen of Swords, air signs, and the Six of Chalices, water signs, as well as a Hangman, which could be seen as Piscean energy as well. Water. Okay, so my gorgeous and fellow Libra. Let's begin. We start with the Ten of Chalices. Complete emotional fulfillment is what you're aiming for this week. And I feel like you're making a judgment call. So whatever you are currently going through, you're judging in respect of, is it really giving me emotional fulfillment or not? So you're thinking twice about it. And I feel like you're going to let go of what no longer serves you, and you're going to go towards what does with the Judgment card, which basically says you're making a judgment call on something and you're deciding which way you're going to go, which is interesting because the Ten of Cups, Ten of Chalices is 10 cards, and you have the Judgment card, which is 20 cards, so it's 10. Or if we're seeing as we're using Roman numbers, XX, right? 2 X's make 20. Now, next card is the Nine of Chalices, which talks of wish fulfillment. Yes, Nine of Chalices is wish fulfillment. You are content, you're happy with where you're at, and you would like to maintain it. Or even if it isn't that you're happy where you're at and you'd like to maintain it, it's you'd want something better. This or something better, right? If you're asking for something along those lines. Now the next card is the Tower card. Now if you have to be certain that what you're asking for is actually what you want, this or something better. When speaking of what you want, speak of this or something better, and also be certain that you are actually thinking of the thing you want, and that's the thing that you don't want relative to the thing you want, which might sound very weird. But if you don't clearly define what it is you want, and not the absence of what it is you want, you will not, if you clearly define that at the present moment you feel like you have the absence of what you want, what you'll only create is more absence. So if you're emanating through the feeling of, oh, I don't have it, but I want it, but I don't have it, think of in every shape or way, form of how you might possibly have it at the moment, and concentrate on what you have. And you will notice that the more you concentrate on what you have, the bigger it grows. And the bigger it grows, the more of it you'll see in your reality. I hope that makes sense. If it didn't, ask questions. It'll be my pleasure to answer. Now, the next card is the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords, okay, in this card, Eight of Swords. In this card, it's like she is in a mental prison, right? It's not like the swords are so closely planted that she can't get out of these. Nor does that bit of fabric that is hiding her eyes seem like it's immovable, right? It seems like she can easily take it off if she moved her head. So this, to me, would indicate that you are trapped within your mind more than anything else. And the way to cure that is to utilize your intuition with the High Priestess, which talks of, being in alignment with your intuition, knowing, having a connected sense of what is to come and what your next step is. Now, the next card is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is the player card in this deck. Now, it does not mean that every single fire sign is a player. No. It just indicates that this individual is is not necessarily the best for a long-term relationship. This is something that's good for a short amount of time. Someone who's in and out, who is flighty, they change their mind, they go with where the wind blows today, or how they farted, I don't know. It really depends. And so it's not something stable, it's not something that they want to, you're always second guessing what they're going to do, if they're going to be there tomorrow or not, so just be mindful of that. Now, the next card is the Two of Pentacles, or Two of Coins, and the Two of Coins is talking about juggling two processes, two ideas. Processes is more swords energy, but Pentacles is more like two jobs or two methods of making money or things of that nature. And so you're juggling these two and you're trying, but as you see, her eyes are closed, so she's going within to figure out what the best one is, right? Yeah. Now, if you aren't, my gorgeous Libras, if you aren't very, I feel like if you don't follow your intuition in regards to what pinnacle to utilize today, or this week, or this time frame, right? I feel like it's going to seem like a uphill battle, a lot of work that you're not necessarily ready to put in the effort into, that will in turn give you a Five of Chalices feeling, where other people are kind of chipping away at your fortitude of personality, or should I say your strength, and it is weighing on you, or it is having an effect. Now, yes, it's not awesome for something to have that big of an effect, but the ultimate use of these things, right? And I feel like, this is my personal perception, I feel like things happen in life, right? It's not in regards to God, it's not in regards to angels or whatever. Shit happens, okay? It is your perception, it's your decision to learn from those situations, to learn from those outcomes, or to learn from whatever is happening to you, and to grow, to learn and grow from those in order for you to know what to do next time around that happens. Now, this would indicate the Queen of Swords is a very experienced woman in the sense that she has learned things that she would not have learned through textbook. And due to those teaching or those learnings, she now has become a seemingly cold, very cold and a cold person who is able to cut people that no longer serve her out of her life. And she is downgrading, she is not really interested in what others think at this point. And because she is looking for something that reminds her of her childhood. The relationship she might have had with an older brother or an older uncle or an older cousin. Something that makes her feel at home, something that makes her feel safe, something that makes her feel something that makes her feel cherished. Something that makes her feel wanted, you know? Because, let's face it, the King of Swords is not really loving, you know? And I feel like, at this point, if you see her face, she's kind of like, try and test me. Let's try it. We'll see what happens. That is not really the right frame of mind to be in order to attract a partner. Would it be love? Could it be friendship? Whatever type of partner that might be, or work, but it's not necessarily the best frame of mind to be in order to attract something or someone, right? And so what she would need to do is to change the way she's looking at the situation, change the way she's looking at suitors, change the way she's looking at possible friends, in order for her to get out of this, if you're not worth my time, I'm going to cut you out of my life, yacht, or bastard, whatever. Right. Excuse me for the bad terminology, but that's what came to mind. It's like, you ain't pulling no wool over my eyes, type of thing. So, my gorgeous and fellow Libras, excuse me for the swearing, but this is all I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Libras, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye! Hello, and welcome to Testing the Past 2, and today I'll be doing a reading for Aquarius, okay? This is for any placements of Aquarius you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I use Star Spinner Tarot. I'll also mention when it's important for you to use your own intuition, and with that, let's get started. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquarians, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week, these angels and guides. And we got the Two of Chalices, Two of Cups, very nice. lovely, the Queen of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the King of Wands, King of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, or Page of Coins, should I stay or should I go? Two of Swords, you got 3 twos, Three of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Knight of Pentacles, as well as the Hermit, and the Eight of Coins, and the Star, basically yourself, because the Star is a Aquarian card. Okay, so my gorgeous Aquariuses, we start off with the Two of Cups, deciding to work on something a little more, deciding to work on a relationship a little more, deciding to put in more effort into it. Now the next card is the Queen of Swords. Now the Queen of Swords, alright, is calm, cool, collected, someone who can cut out what no longer serves her, what no longer is in her best interest, in the best interest for her kids, for her projects, whatever, right? Though I feel like there's like a struggle at this point, really, between should I stay or should I go? Should I stick it out with this person, or should I, go? And if you look, the Two of Wands, you see a fairy who's holding 2 wands, who's looking behind her, who's like, where you at? So either this is you, who's like, where you at the person that you're working with, or this is the other person. I'm getting 3, okay. So, or this is the other person who's like, where are you at? Why aren't you with me? Aren't you with me? Don't you want to be with me? Or this is them looking back, being like, was this the best choice I made for me? Should I have made another choice? Then you have the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords talks of heartbreak. So either this would indicate that you are going into heartbreak due to their decision or your decision, or this is what you are questioning if you want to stay in this relationship because you're questioning if you want to stay in this relationship again because you are trying to avoid the Three of Swords. Okay? Then you have the Seven of Swords. So in a preemptive strike, to avoid the Three of Swords, are you committing a Seven of Swords? Are you doing the act as to not have the other person hurt you? So are you going to first hurt them so that they don't hurt you? But at the end of the day, you are hurting yourself either way. So why don't you just take a chance on the other person, see what they want and where they're going, right? And then you have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands talks of someone who takes action, someone who does what needs to be done. And I don't know if you noticed, but this crow has 3 legs. Kind of weird. Just like 3. Are those poppies? What are those? 3 flowers in the background. He also has 3 legs and 3 feet. Right? So this could be a mutant. Or a god, depending on how you see this. Anyway, someone who has supernatural talent, right? Maybe this crow can tap dance. I have no clue. But, you know, tap dance quick. Right? I don't know where that's coming from, but or it's to better grip onto its prey. Okay. Whatever it is, he's different. Well, I said he, but this could be she or whatever. This individual is different from others. Is what I'm getting at. Okay. Now, I feel like the difference is mainly caused due to the heartbreak this individual has experienced. Not just by the 3 of Swords, which could indicate a third party, or just could be, which would indicate a heartbreak, but also because someone stabbed them in the back, or someone might think them abnormal, or someone who would have thought all these things about them would have pierced them through the heart with 5 wands. I mean, there's no way back from 5 wands. 5 wands, I mean, that will leave a gigantic hole in your being, right? 5 wands is a lot. But seeing as how she is in the fetal position, that would indicate that this heartbreak is really too much to bear, is what I'm getting at. Then you have the 4 of Pentacles. Now, the 4 of Pentacles, it talks of someone who already has 3 pentacles and is wondering and thinking about a 4th one, which is off in the distance, doesn't even have it, so it's all basically in her mind. Right? And then she's wondering about the pentacle that someone else has gotten. That the pentacle that the Page of Coins found somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow, the birds fly. That was off key, but anyway. So she's thinking about that pentacle. That pentacle. Yes, that pentacle. So she's thinking about that, and I feel like someone else found that pentacle that she wanted. Okay, so the pentacle that she wanted and only hoped and wished for, and didn't actually put into action necessary to get that pentacle or find that pentacle. Someone else found it because they put in the work, the effort, the necessary action to find it, right? Then you have the 2 of Swords. Now, the 2 of Swords, alright, would indicate that this person, I feel, knows that this other lady wanted to find that pentacle. So she's either between the two minds of should I give it to her because I know she wants it, or should I keep it because it's pretty. So she's between two minds. And yet, even if she's between two minds, she is waiting for something to come in, and so that pentacles that she found, she will use it for something that is beneficial to her. And that will allow her to go on a trip, make something happen, do something. While the other person is just content, pondering about it, this one actually went ahead and found it. Put in the work and found it. Right? So now she's just waiting. I feel like she's going to make this decision last moment if she's going to keep it or if she's going to give it to someone else. Or if she's going to give it back to this initial person who didn't really go out of her tower to find that lost pentacle. So this is weighing heavily on her. She's thinking about it once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. And so as I was saying, I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is going to do the right thing, and they are going to give it back, give whatever it is they found back, because of the judgment call that they made, right? And now, after the judgment call, right, the judgment call they made was the Justice card. They decided to give it back, give that pentacle that they found back, and they said, you know what, even if it's going to take some time, I'm going to go find a mentor who's going to teach me to make a new pentacle, a better pentacle. You know, with the Hermit card, which talks of finding or being a mentor, taking a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth, as well as it being followed by the Eight of Pentacles, which talks of a slow but steady work in progress, that you are pouring your heart and soul into, my gorgeous Aquariuses, and that will give you a lot of hope and promise for the future with the Star card, which is your card, Aquarian energy. So whatever this project is that you decide to work on because something went awry in the past and you have to make a judgment call on it, if you're going to give it back or if you're going to keep it, I feel like that is actually going to give you it's going to be your guiding star, like sailors used to use their guiding star when they were lost at sea. And so you are going to use yourself as a guiding star to get to what you want to get to. So, my gorgeous Aquariuses, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And, yes, if you feel so called. And with that being said, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.